my god. Hi everybody. Sorry I'm a little bit late. Oh my god. Ooh. Ugh. 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 Sorry. Listen, I know that everybody likes to make jokes about me being late, but I have a reason to this time. I had to go to the bathroom, and also I started hawking up a lung. You know, like Hawk Tua, but like my lung. Oh my god. How is everybody doing? Oh my Jesus. Ugh. Sorry, I ate a burrito this morning and it fought back. Oh my god. Ow. My throat is having a tough one today. But anyway, y'all, welcome. Welcome to the stream. I'm your host, Derek, otherwise known as Salty DK Dan, and today we're doing Powerscadle. If you don't know what it is, it's a website very similar to some previous ones that I've covered on this channel. It is a website all about everybody's favorite activity, power scaling. If you aren't sure what power scaling is, basically it's when you take two characters, most of the time are usually from different series, and you measure their strengths against one another. And then at the end, you usually decide which one of them would win in a fight. And Powerscadle is basically that, but in website form. They give you two separate characters from different series, and they ask you, based off of their feats, which one would win in a fight. And it does have a winner. It does have a winner. They use results from a website called the Versus Battle Wiki, which measures each of their feats and organizes them into categories based on how strong they are. And I was told by a couple of friends, because I did a lot of websites like this before, that they wanted to see me stream it. And I was also told that Patchy the Pirate from SpongeBob is like overpowered. Like he's like god level, apparently. So that's why I was interested, because what do you mean Patchy is god tier? What do you mean Patchy solos the verse? What do you mean Patchy's gonna pick up Luffy and obliterate him with his magical mind powers? Like, hello? Hello? But anyway, we're gonna get into it. Also, I fixed the streaming errors from yesterday. So if you tuned into the Tomodachi stream, we ran into a lot of weird audio hiccups early on. I did fix them for the stream temporarily, but now they're fully fixed, so you shouldn't have any weird problems anymore. Appreciate you guys being nice about that. My streaming setup is basically just duct tape and gum, so you know it's just you know. Anyway, we're gonna get into it. Hold on a second. Let me switch over. Hello, where's my button? Where's my funny button? There's my funny oh, okay, now the screen is black. So remember what I just said about my streaming setup being held up with duct tape and gum? Well, now you have a good example of that. Okay, there we go. Fixed. Oh my god. Ugh. Hold on, where? Excuse me, where is the chats? Where are the chats? Hold on. Where are the super chats? They're not popping up. Oh my god, are you freaking kidding me? What do you mean? Hold on. I need to fix this. God damn it. I literally did this already. I did this yesterday. Are you fucking for real? Okay, hold on. I'll read the two that were up earlier. Salty, are you a chinchilla? No. What's up, every pudding? Hoping you're having a fantastic Saturday. Thank you very much, and Metal Sonic is cool. What is happening right now? Hold on. Oh my god. I hate OBS. I hate OBS so much. What do you freaking mean? What do you freaking mean that there's still problems? I'm gonna shove somebody in a locker. Let's see. Alert box. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna press the test button. Okay.
This is a test super chat message.
Okay, so now it works. What do you mean it works now? It didn't work earlier, but it works now. Okay. Sure. Sure, dude. Fine. Why? Oh my god. I hate this. I hate this shit. I hate this shit so much. Okay, if the super chats don't show up, I'm sorry. I'll just read them. God damn it, man. Don't get me started on this. I will tear OBS a new one. Okay, let me edit the description. I may read them out loud. Okay, yeah, okay, it works now. Okay, why wasn't it working before? Okay, whatever, man. Okay, now I'm a Chad. Now I'm a Chad. Okay, again, duct tape and gum. Thank you for checking that. Thank you. You get a heart for me. Thank you, noob attempts. You've single-handedly saved the stream. Thank you very much. I hate OBS. Anyway, I'm going to Burger King later. What should I get? Food, probably. There we go. Okay, well that's actually a little bit loud. There we go, that's better. All right, Powerscadle. Like I said, this is pretty easy to explain. You literally just rank which characters could beat another character based off of the versus battle wiki. OBS despises salt. It's true. I hate this stupid thing. So I don't know who Ian Richards is, but I do know who Supergirl is. So I'm gonna say Supergirl in this scenario. And thankfully, I am correct. Easy, easy, easy. Super Scroll from Marvel vs. Capcom or Arcos? You know what, actually, let's start with one that I feel like a lot of people will get immediately, at least in my audience. Hold on. This. Okay. I was hoping this would be the one. Okay. So, here's your example, chat. I know all of you probably know these characters. All 5-year-olds in my audience love these characters. We got Cuphead, specifically from the Cuphead show, and Five Nights at Freddy's Rockstar Freddy. Toyota Corolla. So, in my opinion, if you were to ask me, it's probably the Cup. There's a couple of reasons for this. First off, the most obvious one, like people in chat are saying, Rockstar Freddy probably isn't possessed. Even if Rockstar Freddy was to fight, I don't think Rockstar Freddy can do that much. If we're talking about Ultimate Custom Night Rockstar Freddy, I think in general it would still be no match for this Cup. But the thing is it's the Cuphead show, it's not the Cuphead game, so it's a little bit harder. I assume the Cuphead from the Cuphead show could do all the things that normal Cuphead can do, right? I'm not insane for thinking that. Freddy would slurp up that cup. I'm gonna go Cuphead because even if it's from the show, I think that Cuphead can do everything, you know, Cuphead from the games can do. Somehow, really close. You see that? 9B versus 9C? Jesus Christ, I did not expect that to be that close, but I guess here we go. Who the fuck are these people? So we got Tyler Sims from The Covenant 2006, very famous character. Everybody knows who Tyler Sims is. Every kid dresses up as Tyler Sims for Halloween every single year. Iconic character. And we have Mari and Rosemon from Digimon Adventure V Tamer 01. So hold on, I have to look up what is the Covenant, because I know Digimon. The Covenant. The Covenant. Guy Ritchie's The Covenant 2000. No, that's the 2023 version. The Covenant 2006. Here we go. Got it. Okay, it's a horror fantasy movie. The Covenant 2006 is a supernatural teen action horror film about 4 teenage warlocks. That's what Google says. They're 4 teenage warlocks. They're not like 4 teenage magic users. They're fucking warlocks, dude. That's a whole other category. I feel like if you call somebody a magic user, that's like, okay, they use magic. If you call somebody a warlock, they're like a master of their craft. They go to an elite New England prep school who share magical powers inherited from their ancestors, descendants of the Salem witch trials. The plot follows the son of Ipswich as they face a mysterious new student who is the descendant of a 5th banished family, threatening to destroy them and steal their powers as they come of age. Directed by Rennie Harlan, it stars Stephen Strait, Taylor Kitsch, Chase Crawford, Toby Hemingway, and Sebastian Stan. Sebastian Stan was in this? Damn. Okay, hold on. I need to look up Tyler Sims. That might help me. Tyler Sims, the Covenant Wiki. According to... I didn't realize that this series was so popular it warranted a wiki, but okay. Tyler Sims was born in Rosalind and Glenn Sims and is the youngest of the sons of Ipswich. He has the nickname Baby Boy because he's the youngest member of the quartet. Dude, yeah, no, everybody's older siblings be calling them Baby Boy. Baby Boy, dumbass. Do you still have the model? I do. It's somewhere on my PC, but sometimes I just like to vibe with the PNG tuber. I mean, most of the time, I think it's funny. Anyway, I'm thinking, you know what? Just because he's called Baby Boy, I'm gonna pick him. Jesus Christ, Digimon fucking solos. Do you see that? Oh my god, I should not have picked Baby Boy. That was a trap. I was trapped. I was trapped by wonder and whimsy. I will never doubt Digimon again for the rest of my life. I like how this soundtrack playlist that I've selected just has a bunch of like empty space at the end of every song. I think that's really cool. I think that's super cool. There we go. Oh, hell yeah, we party! Hato, Minabo, or Azrael from Batman Arkham. Okay, so I actually know Azrael a little bit because I played the Arkham series a long time ago. I have no idea who this is, but knowing that it's like a manga character, I feel like I should pick Hato. How the fuck? Wow, that's actually way closer than I was expecting. Oh, wait, you know what? I see where I went wrong. So Hato, this is just Hato from manga, but this is Azrael with equipment. You see, that's where they trip you up. If it was without equipment, she definitely would have won, but he has equipment. So I don't really know what that means, but it means he's slightly more powerful. What equipment does he have? I don't know. Cock, balls, penis even? Okay, we got the Ambush Drake from Dungeons and Dragons and Pisces Aphrodite for the Sanctuary arc of Saint Seiya. So I do faintly know Saint Seiya and I do faintly know Dungeons and Dragons. So I feel like, I don't know, Pisces has kind of like like main character energy. Please explain the letters and numbers. What is 9A? Basically, the way that power scaling on this wiki works, right, is the higher the number and letter, the more powerful they are. So 1A defeats 9B. They categorize it based off of numbers and letters. So for example, 9A beats 9B. 1A beats 2C. You see what I mean? If they're in the same number category, they're also subcategories with letters. So 1A beats 1B, stuff like that. I know this is very complicated because numbers and letters, you know, you guys at home, I know people watch me, very inexperienced with numbers and letters, but we'll learn as we go. How about that? Okay, we'll take our time. So I'm gonna say Pisces because I feel like when it specifies the arc, I feel like that's usually a big deal. And I'm correct. I love anime! No goddamn way, bro. This is the best one, actually. I don't think that there's gonna be ever anything that tops this on the entire website. Who would win? The Iron Giant or Numel's evolution, Camerupt? I think this is the wrong image. It says Camerupt and then parentheses Numel. It's either Numel or Camerupt. Okay, we're gonna pretend. Chat, what do you think? Is this supposed to be Numel or is it Camerupt? Because it says Camerupt Numel. Camerupt has type disadvantage. I don't know about that. Okay, so if we're talking in Pokemon terms, right? Camerupt as a Pokemon is, I believe it's fire and ground, right? I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna double check. Yeah, it's fire and ground. And the Iron Giant, I assume, would be Steel type in the Pokemon universe, correct? Fire and ground both beat Steel easy. You see, that's what I'm saying. But the thing is, we have to think, what are the Iron Giant's feats? Right? We have to think about what does the Iron Giant do in the movie? Well, he's made of iron and he's giant. Right? Bet you didn't think about that. He's a very large entity, even. I think, So the Iron Giant literally, we know that the Iron Giant can survive a missile impact because at the end of the movie, spoilers, if you haven't seen the fucking Iron Giant, you hear that outside? That's the spoiler alarm, okay? I'm about to spoil Iron Giant for you right now if you haven't seen it. If you haven't seen it, mute the stream and come back, okay? I think that, sorry, the alarm is definitely going to like throw me off. My IRL friend Jacob could beat all of these guys. Yeah, I'm sure that they could. The woke alarm. It's so cool that whenever I stream, this siren goes off for like 30 seconds. I think that's really cool. It's really cool just living outside of a place that just has that multiple times a day. That's awesome. Okay, awesome. Hold on, I'm waiting for it to end. I'm not gonna be able to fucking focus. Okay, it's finally starting to die down. Okay, so at the end of the movie, Iron Giant takes like what? It's like is it like a nuke? A nuke or like a missile that was going to impact the town and takes it up into the atmosphere and explodes. And you think that that's the end of the Iron Giant, but according to the very end of the movie, there's a little bit of a teaser indicating that they might still be alive. Salty, why are you talking about feats so much? The word feat is not about the one with toes. It's about the feats that somebody can do. Don't be an idiot. Don't rope me into your filthy bullshit. But anyway, I think that Iron Giant could survive missiles. I don't know if Camerupt could. So I am going to But the thing is that Camerupt is super effective against Iron Giant. I don't know. Pokemon's weird. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna go on Pokemon because Camerupt is still super effective against the Iron Giant. If we're talking Pokemon stats. Wow, they tied.
Take the Rule 34 entries into consideration when power scaling, and does it only defeat picks count?
No, please never talk again. I did not realize that they would be very similar. This is basically a tie. Low 7B with energy cannon. Okay, we need to, of course. We need to take the energy cannon into account. Stupid, Derek. So you didn't take into account the energy cannon. God damn it. Fuck. And what about the time that he showed up in Ready Player One? I didn't even think about that. You see, this is why I'm so bad at power scaling. Michael Stigman from Two Guns, which is basically just, is that Mark Wahlberg? Hitori Tachibana from Hitori Tachibana. I don't know if you need to clarify. I think you could just say Hitori Tachibana without the parentheses, the same exact name. But maybe that's just me.
Lauren Bodine donated $20. This game is really easy if you know how power scalers work. If there's a guy against a girl, guy almost always wins.
Good to know. But the thing is, I think manga and anime kind of gets a buff a lot of the time because the abilities of manga and anime characters go kind of crazy ever since Dragon Ball. Well, not even ever since Dragon Ball, ever since Fist of the North Star. Like, I feel like power scaling for manga and anime has gone kind of nuts. I could barely comprehend what Satoru Gojo does. I watched the show, and it's hard for me to understand. Call me a LARPer all you want. Sometimes their powers are just fucking insane. And I'm a Jojo fan. I'm used to that. Wahlberg is the most racist, so he wins. That's true. Wahlberg does have the racism buff, but we're not power scaling Michael... I almost said Michael Wahlberg. But we're not power scaling Mark Wahlberg here. We're power scaling Michael Stigman from the movie Two Guns, which is about a guy named Michael Stigman who, you guessed it, owns two guns. I'm gonna say Hitori Tachibana because he has like a big monster behind him, and that could be like a stand. Maybe. Yeah. Very close, but yeah. No, Mark Wahlberg's racism is not gonna save him this time. No. Okay, so I know one of these. Peggy Carter from the Marvel Cinematic Universe versus Timothy, which seems to be a spider. I have no idea. Does anybody in chat know who Timothy is from Doors? You know, Timothy from Doors. What is Doors? Oh, it's Roblox scaling? What do you mean? Is Timothy from Doors? Wait, hold on. Timothy... Doors. Timothy from Doors is a game entity. Timothy is a minor, non-lethal entity in the Roblox game Doors that appears as a black spider and delivers a jump scare when a player opens a container. It deals a small amount of damage but cannot kill the player unless a specific game modifier, Itchy, is enabled. Timothy is primarily intended as a jump scare and a minor nuisance rather than a major threat. Well, it's definitely going to be Peggy Carter from Marvel Cinematic Universe, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah, that makes sense to me. Because it says right there is that it's non-lethal most of the time. Hold on. I need to look up who John Payne is. John Payne from The Hard Way. Okay, so The Hard Way. The Hard Way movie. Nope, that's not what it is. Okay. The Hard Way. It's rated M. After learning his brother is dead on a mission on Romania, a former soldier teams up with two allies to hunt down a mysterious enemy and exact revenge. It has 4.8 stars out of 10 on IMDb. Somebody in chat asked how hard. It's pretty hard. It's the hard way. Trust me, power scalers love glazing anime characters and hate women doing anything. It never fails whenever I play this game. Okay, good to know. So, generic action movie guy versus the Buzz Bomber from the Sonic OVAs. I might go John Payne. No, John Payne is weaker than the Buzz Bomb. How would I know that? Godzilla-kun from SD Godzilla World, Godzilla-kun, or Sinuhan from Lookism, the PTJ verse. Whatever the fuck that means. Well, okay. I think Godzilla-kun, first off, we need to keep into account, I think Godzilla-kun is from a comedy series, which I feel like automatically gets a buff because, in my opinion, when you're power scaling comedy characters, they usually rank higher than a lot of other characters because of cartoon logic, and basically whatever is funniest will happen. That's why when people power scale Saitama, I think they're not like thinking with their brains, because Saitama, One Punch Man himself, is a comedy character. Basically, he will always win because it's the funniest thing to happen. If you put him against Goku, he'll win because it's funny. As long as it's funny, he will win. If it's not funny, he won't win. If you put Saitama up against like Arale from, for example, from Dr. Slump, Arale would probably win because that's funnier than Saitama winning. What about Uncle Grandpa? Uncle Grandpa could probably beat Saitama because it's funnier. Saitama is just not as goofy as Uncle Grandpa. When it comes to comedy characters, like, I just don't take feats into account. It depends on the comedy of the thing you're talking about. Okay, but could you beat him? No, he would splatter my brains against the pavement because that would be funnier than me beating him. Also, Gigabyte, thank you for joining the membership thingy that I barely know how it works. Yay. Anyway, I think it's Godzilla-kun. This is fucked up, man. This is just wrong. I don't even know who this is, and this is wrong. I mean, it's close, but I just have a fundamental misunderstanding of how the power scaling wiki works. Because 100% he would win because it's funnier. Maybe I'm thinking at this from a writing standpoint and less of like a logical standpoint, and maybe that's why I'm so bad at this, you know? Maybe that's why I'll never understand power scaling. Hold on. I'm just now realizing there's like a black bar at the top of the screen. I want to fix that. Window capture. Google Images. There we go. There we go. No more black bar at the top of the screen. Dunzo. Actually, you know what I can do? I can also move it over. I can move it over like this. Oh, look at that. And now there's more space on the side. There we go. Perfect. Awesome. Okay, so moving on. Zuzong from Mobile Legends, hit thing of all time, versus Sanderson the Pixie from Fairly Odd Parents. I feel like it's Sanderson, right? Yeah. Whoa, the power difference is insane. I don't even know who this is. Dude, holy shit, don't fuck with the Fairly Odd Parents characters. They will murk you. What did I tell you? They always glaze the edgy self-inserts without fail. Oh, really? Really? You think so? Because I feel like we just proved you wrong. by this. Because if by your logic, Yu Zhong would win. But Sanderson, look at the disparity here. Look at the difference. Sanderson could kill him in a millisecond. His fucking organs like falling out of his mouth and shit. And Sanderson's just over the top of him, like. Bring back the black bar? No, fuck you. I didn't like it. I didn't like the black bar. Thanks for playing. Okay, I got 6 out of 10. So you guys probably understand how it works now, right? So thankfully, unlike the previous websites I did this on, we can actually like play the previous days. And there's like a whole back catalog of stuff that we can play. Why'd you unlist your comedy night stream? I miss watching it annually. There's no archives of it anywhere. I've checked. Well, I enlisted, I think, a lot of my old streams because I just didn't think that they were funny. If I'm being honest. Like, I just didn't like it. A lot of them. At all. And I kind of pivoted because I was a lot edgier when I was younger. And I didn't watch through the streams, but I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to start fresh. So all of those old streams are like unlisted. Very, very old anyway, so. Bring in a white bar. No, I'm not doing that. But yeah. Anyway. Super Scroll versus Arcos. But Lost Media though, I don't care. It wasn't good. You're asking me to archive shit that's just like not worth your time and that I recorded when I was like in high school. And there's still plenty of stuff like that on this channel. Just not the streams. Not the streams where I had like 2 viewers at the time. Oh my god. Anyway. Super Scroll versus Arcos from Shadow Fight 2 Underworld. I'm gonna say Super Scroll because funny. Wow, that actually... No, it's actually not funny. Charlotte Love Pain from Is Your Shinwa no Ragnarok. I'm sure there's got to be an English name for this. I feel like there's got to be some sort of localization there. Versus Wizard, parentheses, Super Wizard from Clash of Clans. I'm going to say Anime Woman. God damn. Maybe that comment before did have a little bit of merit. You put a link to it somewhere, mayhaps. I can bribe more if needed. I miss it. You talked about Pair of Kings and Chadtronic. I'm good. I don't want to relist it. Like, there's just some stuff that I just don't really want to. I want to kind of focus on the present, if that's okay. Can we get a dope green bar against the empty side of the screen? No. Why do you guys keep asking for this stuff? Dark Nebula versus the Planet Express ship from Futurama. Okay, this is hard actually, because Dark Nebula from Kirby, I know it's powerful, but I don't know what it's done, really. I feel like I gotta, I feel like, because Kirby characters are really powerful, and the Planet Express ship is a ship. You put a comically large cigar in your character's mouth. You know what? That's the only suggestion I'm actually going to entertain. I'm literally just Googling cigar PNG and just grabbing the first one I can see. Hold on. I'm like struggling to get this thing into place. There we go. Okay. Comically large cigar. It could probably be comically larger. Yeah, there we go. Smoking fat doobies. Is that what you say? Anyway. Give us some colored bar or we riot. Riot all you want. I don't give a fuck. Y'all will make like memes and jokes out of like the dumbest shit of all time. I'm just here to click buttons. Black bar is the favorite of the Salty DK Dance cinematic. What the why are you guys so obsessed with the black bar at the top of the screen? Who fucking cares? Anyway, I'm chuffing Dart right now. Anyway, I'm probably gonna pick Dark Nebula because I feel like it's probably Kirby logic. It's probably way more powerful. What? With specific hacks? Well, you didn't say parentheses specific hacks. This is stupid. At least with the Rule 34 stuff, I could kind of understand. But like, oh my god. So, either woman anime from Full Metal Damon Maramasa, or giant snapping turtle from Dungeons and Dragons. So, okay, normally I feel like I would pick the giant snapping turtle over random anime woman. However, we need to take into account this is Ashikaga Charachamaru, parentheses Tsurugi form. If it was just Ashikaga Cha-Cha-Cha without Tsurugi form, I would probably not pick her. But she has Tsurugi form. We need to remember, Tsurugi form is very powerful. I'm telling you guys, I'm actually the smartest person in the world. 2 Roblox characters? Okay, Evander from Arcane Odyssey or Expendables from Pressure. Well, this guy's like a fantasy guy with a big sword, and this guy is like a cop. I'm gonna pick Arcane Odyssey guy. Yeah, okay. Thank God that I got this on the first try because I'd be pissed if I was wrong. James Carter from Rush Hour versus Tobio Ikuse, parentheses, base. From High School DxD. I think everything, if it's not like a powered up form on Powerscadle, they should have parentheses base next to everything. Like, this is Jimmy Carter. This is James Carter base form. Okay, we've never seen him power up, but this is his base form. Well, High School DxD, it's like a hentai series, right? Well, I don't know if it's exactly hentai. I think it's like an anime that borders on hentai, or no? Do they show nipple? I feel like they do. Because I remember the first time I heard about High School DxD, I think was at Comic-Con. It's ecchi. It borders. Well, if they be showing nipple, I feel like that immediately becomes hentai. Hentai can have a story, that's okay. But I'm just saying, like, it's Garfeldi. I don't think Garfeldi is a category. It's fan service slop, I think. Well, isn't High School DxD, don't they have like magic and shit? I mean, they have boobs and pussy, but do they have magic too? No red line shows nipple. That isn't ecchi. I guess. No, you're right, because I read Jojo and there's some nipple in later parts of Jojo, so it's not hentai. Not that that's a bad thing. You can enjoy whatever you want, but like, how is this related to Powerscadle? I'm trying to figure out the power system, okay? I'm trying to figure it out, and we gotta start from basics, okay? Does it have boobs, pussy, and magic, or just boobs and pussy? Fucking listen to me! Anyway. If it's ecchi, then scratch it, SMH. Magic is present, yes. So I think Tobio Ikuse, even though he's a bartender, probably has some fucking magic spells. And boob and pussy. You see? I knew it! Magic, boobs, and pussy. We got Misakai Jirai, the counter actor from Tenchi Muyo, and Giganta from DC Superhero Girls. Okay, I'm familiar with DC Superhero Girls. Not really familiar with Giganta, but I think she's from the comics, and I think her whole power is just being really large and buff. And Tenchi Muyo. I need to see what this series is. What is it classified as? Tenchi Muyo is a film series that consists of 3 movies that continue the Tenchi Universe TV. Okay, well then it's a TV show. Why are you saying it's a movie series if you just said it's a movie series continuing the TV show? Just say it's a TV show that became a movie series. What's the genre? Tenchi Muyo, Do Not Turn Over, or No Need for Tenchi is a Japanese anime, light novel, and manga franchise. Well, what's the genre? Comedy, harem, space opera. Oh, if it's a comedy, it's a comedy and she's blushing and has like a big happy face. She's probably like a ditzy but like super like strong character, maybe. I'm just gonna say Giganta because she's big and has big muscles. Wow, wow, the power disparity is insane. Wow. Huh. Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to tell. Okay. Zachariah from Supernatural. Does anybody in here watch Supernatural? I don't know anything about it. I know it's paranormal. And then we have Epic Creature parentheses space stage from Spore. Okay, so chat is telling me that Zachariah is an angel, so we have an angel versus Epic Creature parentheses space stage. It's Zach. I'm thinking, well, if Zach is an angel, I feel like it is Zach. Somehow it's Epic Creature parentheses space stage. I don't understand the logic of this. Okay, Ben 10 I know. I have no idea what this is. Malware, 4th form. Okay, so it's not Malware base. It's Malware 4th form versus Higan from Sengoku Yoko. People are saying Malware is goated, but we don't know what Sengoku Yoko is. It could be like a series about like... It could be a series about like poker or something, but like all of the characters have magical abilities where like they can like sense what the other person is thinking, and they can also explode them with their mind powers or have infinity or something. I don't know. What is Sengoku Yoko? Sengoku Yoko is a 2024 Japanese anime series about a fox spirit named Tama and her stepbrother Jinka, who are on a journey to end the conflict between humans and monsters. Katawara, in a chaotic Sengoku period-inspired world. Despite being a Katawara, Tama loves humans and protects to fight them, while Jinka, who's mostly human, hates them. Creates a dynamic where they fight together against evil, often with the help of a cowardly swordsman named Shinsuke. I'm gonna pick Malware because apparently he's the GOAT. You know what? Chat was right for once. He is the GOAT. Is that the one that eats the baby? What, are you talking about Higan or Malware? Because if it's Malware, Ben 10 goes down a crazy road and I need to catch up. You're telling me this Omniverse looking motherfucker could eat a baby? I mean, well... No, yeah, it tracks. I could see it. I'm picturing it. It's gross, but I can't look away. Yeah, I could definitely eat a baby. Infinite, how many can you get in a row? Well, let's keep doing history first. So we got Niklaus Michelson, base form, thank God, it's base form, The Vampire Diaries, versus Sigin from Toro Majatsu no Index. I'm gonna pick boy. Yeah, boy win. Alicia from Claymore, which is a series I've actually heard is very good and I do want to read, versus Nico, the Star Guardian from League of Legends. Okay, so I know Claymore is fantasy. Is there magic in it? Chat, can we confirm? Is there magic, boobs, and pussy in this one too? Judging by the character on screen, I assume it has boobs and pussy. They might be covered, but they're still present in a kind of physical sense. From vibes, no. Claymore's main character. Okay. Claymore has superpowers, yes. Well, what are the superpowers? It's realistic fantasy with magic. Oh, hey, the gay one? Which is the gay one, Alicia or Nico? Nico's a magical girl? Okay, so we have basically like a kind of more serious fantasy with magic versus magical girl from League of Legends. Nico's a lesbian. Okay. I picked Nico for this. Nemo is gay. I think you meant to type Nico is gay. However, that would be a really good like Pixar trilogy if they capped it off with that. Finding Nemo, Finding Dory, Finding Sexuality. I feel like that'd piss a lot of people off, so I kind of want it to be real now that I'm thinking about it. Finding Yaoi, Finding Love. That's Nemo now. People are saying to pick Nico for this. I'm gonna trust you on that. Okay, yeah. I mean, League of Legends, apparently. Some of the characters in League are, like, fucking crazy, apparently. So we have Steven from Megami Tensei, who seems to be wheelchair-bound, versus Kamen Rider Black Kotaro Minami from Kamen Rider Black. Dude, I've heard crazy things about Kamen Rider. Some crazy, crazy fucking things. So we have guy in a wheelchair versus awesome dude who's hitting that Elon Musk pose. It's really difficult, actually. Oh, because it's SMT? Well, guys, it's not Shin Megami Tensei. It's just Megami Tensei. That's Shin Megami Tensei minus the Shin. We need to think about this. If it doesn't have the Shin, then what do they have? Ankles? I'll assume wheelchair guy compensates with some nonsense. You know what? Yeah, I'm putting down wheelchair guy, but who knows? Maybe he has boobs and pussy and magic. Steven can stand up from his chair? Well, if he can stand up from his chair, then why is he in the chair in the render? Why would you... Why would you make a render of a character in a wheelchair if they don't need the wheelchair? That's like somebody... That's like Akira Toriyama drawing Vegeta in a wheelchair and being like, oh, he can stand though. Why'd you put him in the wheelchair? He's just tired. He's holding back his power. I'm gonna think that from now on about everybody who uses a wheelchair. Everybody who uses a wheelchair, I'm gonna be like, oh, they're holding back their power. Maybe the chair makes him stronger. Yeah, maybe he's like Professor X. He's relaxing in the chair so hard that it makes his mind powers even stronger. Salty, can you name my Flight Rising Dragon? It looks like a crazy gargoyle with one eye and it's blue. Dude, fucking, you should name your dragon Fire Prank, because your dragon's gonna be hitting some crazy pranks with their fire. Fire Prank, one word, not two words. Fire Prank. And put a smiley face at the end. That's Fire Prank, one word. Fire Prank, one word, no spaces. People are saying Steven's a monster. Yeah, but we haven't talked about Kamen Rider Black. He's sending his heart out to the people at home. He's sending out his love to the audience. You see him? That or he's hitting a sick dab. I mean, he's kind of hitting a sick dab. Look how symmetrical the dab is, too. If he just looks down this way, he would be sick. Maybe his chair is one of the demons they summon in Megami Tensei. Maybe. I love Kamen Rider Black, but it's Steven. Okay, you know, I guess I'll go Steven then. Wow, 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 wow! Dude, I underestimated Steven. What does Steven do? Hold on, I need to look up who this Steven guy is. Megami Tensei Steven. Every render of Steven has him in a wheelchair. Why? If he can get up from the wheelchair, why did they make every single render of him in the wheelchair? Okay, hold on. Steven is an enigmatic character who always appears as a gray-haired man wearing glasses dressed in a suit. After being injured by a demon, he is confined to a wheelchair. Okay, so he is confined to the wheelchair. What is it, chat? Is he confined or is he not confined? He's the creator of the demon summoning program. In the most games he appears in, which acts as an indispensable tool for humans to fight back against supernatural forces. Look up his boss fight. Okay, hold on. Steven Megami Tensei boss fight. Okay, hold on. Hold on a second. I'm gonna pull it up. Hold on a second. Steven Megami Tensei boss fight. Okay, hold on. Okay, I gotta turn off this music because it's gonna completely ruin the vibe of what this video looks. I'm Nux Taku now. I'm Nux Taku now. Hey everybody, I'm Nux Taku. Sorry about that, guys. I accidentally hit a hotkey and I turned into Nux Taku. That's my bad. Dude, crazy thing is the video that went up today. When I become Nux Taku for like a single segment, YouTube has an auto skip feature that pops up for people who have premium. And the moment I become Nux Taku, the premium skip button shows up and it lets you skip the entire segment. YouTube has a built-in skip Nux Taku section. It's crazy. It's like one of the only good things about the website. Okay, so this video is called Steven Fight in a Nutshell, and it's like a meme video, so let's take a look.
Look at this dude. Wait till you see the...
What the fuck is happening, dude? What?
Bro, you're not...
Wait, he could just do that? It looks like it's about time. Steven leans back in his chair. It would seem I managed to regain the original... Oh, there's like a white man next to him now. I didn't know I was in this.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. This might be Megami Tensei spoilers, so if you don't want to be spoiled on Megami Tensei the hit game. Dude, it's so funny seeing this out of context. I have no idea what the fuck is happening. Is he gonna stand up?
It looks like everyone made it.
Let us begin then. Oh! He can stand! He can stand up! What is going on? Oh. You feel an immense energy radiating from Steven? Dude, when I'm those fuckers that fight the crystal gems.
Let's go.
Is Steven like the main boss? Is he like the final boss or like oh my god, he literally said it. He literally
This is the first time I've ever had to fight at full power.
I might not be able to hold back apologies in advance. This is DLC. You have to buy DLC for Steven to be able to get out of his wheelchair.
I'm not holding back anymore. You can tell by the you can tell by the way I stand up from my wheelchair.
Dude, I love this guy. Holy sh... Dude, he hits hard. That's awesome. I'm telling you, dude, Steel Ball Run would have been way better if Johnny just did this at the end of the part. Just stands up from his wheelchair and starts firing off energy beams. You know what? Actually, he kind of does, in a way. No spoilers, obviously, but I mean, like, in a sense, he kind of does. I don't know if he fires off energy beams, but, you know. He literally does. It's not the same. Doesn't he literally do that? Arigato, gyro. Anyway. My ears are ringing now for some reason, so that's cool. I think I can hear, like, radio frequencies for some reason. That's cool. Okay, we got gongs. Oh, wait, I should probably put back on the music. My bad. Okay. You can make it better. You can make You can make it better. You can make it right. You can make an effort. We don't have to fight, like, while shooting energy beams at them. Also, why is that one fucker? This looks like an Avatar character, not the Last Airbender. They're not bald. The blue Avatar. I hate that I have to say that. I have to clarify, not the blue Avatar, or not the bald. Are you talking about the bald or the blue Avatar? It's a Hindu god? Well, I guess Avatar just copied the Hindu god. Bald versus blue. Bro, that's the Hindu god Shiva. Listen, I don't know Hinduism. I was raised as a white sheltered child from fucking New York. What? I don't know anything. I'm stupid. You have to spell it out for me really slow. Salty, that's an actual religion. Listen, okay? Listen. If I wasn't familiar with Jesus Christ, I'd be like, who's that homeless man? You know? At least I compared that Hindu god to, like, a cool movie about blue people that are naked. Okay? My god looks like a homeless bum. Every other religion has cool gods with, like, multiple arms and shit. I didn't say, you know what I didn't say when I saw this? I didn't say, who's this ugly fucker? I said, who's this blue dude? He reminds me of a movie that made billions of fucking dollars. Just say Navi? I'm not gonna say Navi because I didn't watch the movie. I just know they're blue. I don't know their names. Power scale gods. I think that's a great idea. I think a lot of people in my audience would love that. How is this Salty is Over party? I literally compared my own god to a fucking bum on the street that's, like, begging for McDonald's. And you know what? I give it to him because Jesus is a chill dude. I mean, if I saw him in real life, I'd probably be scared because I've encountered many violent homeless people in my day. One time when I was at the mall, there was a guy. It was a very busy time of the day, and there was a guy who was looking at me in a way that I thought he recognized me. And he, like, started walking over, and I was like, do I know that guy? And he was maintaining eye contact with me. He was, like, way bigger than me, kind of older dude. And he got up, like, super close, like, within a couple of centimeters of my face. And he basically was like, hey, man, do you have any money? And his breath, like, stunk. Like, he was, like, the most super alcoholic smelling. He definitely was drinking earlier that day. And I was like, oh, I don't have anything on me right now. And he's like, come on, man, I just got out of jail. And I'm like, what? I'm not even joking. That's what he said. And I was like, oh. He's like, you want to know what I was put in jail for? It's like, and I'm not shitting you. All my friends were walking away at this moment. They completely abandoned me. And I was like, no, guys, take me with you. I don't know what to do. I don't want to run because he seems very threatening. And he was like, you want to know what got me put in jail? And I was like, what? I asked him. I engaged with him. That was the issue. I'm too nice and scared. And he told me, he said, there was a insert racist derogatory term here that was flirting with my daughter, and I bashed his brain in with a crowbar. And that's when they said, oh, I'm gonna go. And so I fucking ran. Yeah, it was not a funny story. It was a scary story. So yeah. And that homeless man's name, it was Nuxtaku. And look at him now. Now he has a YouTube channel and everything. Anyway. That was an actual story, by the way. That did happen. It was very scary. I still think about how bad his breath smelled. It was very bad. I hope that's a premonition of Nux's future. I hope he keeps the homeless part of it and not the other part. I think Nux deserves divine punishment in a way. Anyway. It's time to rate more people. I don't know, man. Woman. I lost. Let's do some more weeklies. Okay, who wins? A sigil of some kind from Blaze Blue, or Kilby with the Elia Cube? Kilby from Wakfu with the Elia Cube. Without, if he didn't have the Elia Cube, I would probably say the sigil, but this is very, yeah. Blaze Boost solos. Okay, I'll pick it. Wow. I should not listen to chat. Y'all are fucking stupid. So I don't think that Hell from Supernatural, it looks like this. I don't know. Whatever. And the Ferryman from Ultra Kill, that just looks like a paddle. I don't really know what to do here. Fandom clears? Yeah, fandom clears. Yeah, fandom actually does clear. In fact, that is correct. Can I be so real? Fandom wikis suck so much dick. I hate them so much. And you know what sucks is that they're so frequent. Literally look up, there's a video online called like Why Fandom Sucks or Fandom Wikis Suck. And it is such a good video. They've been implementing like more AI stuff as well, and it just makes all the wikis suck actual dick. If you want a good wiki, look at the Kirby wiki. And there's probably a Kirby fandom wiki, but there's like a Kirby.net wiki or some shit that's like privately owned. And it is so extensive and such a good wiki. Same with the Jojo wiki. The Jojo wiki that's not on fandom, the other one is so good and has so many cool pages of like information. I love it when a website reaches 10 gigabytes when I go into any page. Dude, fandom loads so many ads onto your page. Like as if I want to see like promotion for like some Amazon Prime show I've never heard of. Like, dude, I'm coming to the wiki to find out something. Stop shoving all of these pages in my face. And oh my god, dude, the most frustrating thing is when you go on a fandom wiki and it's like, are you an adult or a child? I'm a person on the internet who is looking something up. Just show me the thing I'm trying to find. I hate that I have to click adult every single time. Like, what are we doing? My God. Yeah, shout out to Wiki Kirby and the Jojo Wiki. Why is the site being power scaled? No, it's not the site. It's just it automatically picked this image for the character or something. Anyway, Agent Texas from Red vs. Blue or the Colonel from Planet of the Apes. I'm gonna say probably Agent Texas. Yeah. Red vs. Blue is animated. I feel like he probably has more feats than the live action guy from Planet of the Apes. Yeah, Agent Texas sweep. So, we have very famous character Huang Si Nyang from Marital Peak or Marshall Peak versus even more famous character Jack O'Bonney, Five Nights at Freddy. I gotta know, what did the wiki use to power scale Jack O'Bonney? What feats does Jack O'Bonney have besides shaking a child? Bonnie should win. Bonnie should not win. Jack O'Bonney is not even like a physical presence. He's like a nightmare entity. We don't even know what happens after he shakes the child. Like, we get a game over, but realistically, the child just wakes up from the fucking nightmare, right? FNAF World? Sorry. I didn't know Jack O'Bonney was... Sorry. I should say his real name. Jack Off Bonnie. I didn't know Jack Off Bonnie was in FNAF World. Oh, my bad. My bad. Oh, yeah, I should have played FNAF World. You know what I did instead of playing FNAF World? I paid my fucking taxes. Okay? He's not in FNAF World? Then what the hell are people talking about? You guys don't know what you're talking about either. You're just saying bullshit. Taxes cringe. Whatever. I'm gonna pick her. Good. Okay, this makes sense to me. It's weird that she's so high, and I have no idea what she does besides having her entire butt cheeks out, but, you know, I guess she wins. Because, like, let's be real. What does Jack O'Bonney even do? What does he do? Besides just being Bonnie with a jack-o'-lantern inside of him or some crap, what does he do? Aura farm? Aura farming does not win you a fight. You can look cool as shit, and I could still shoot you in the chest with a gun. And you'll still die. You might look cool, people will mourn you, but you're still dead. It's whatever. What if I'm really nice? That doesn't mean anything. Do you think Goku won all those fights by being super nice? No, he won by punching them really hard. Okay. Oh, this is actually very interesting. Hollow Pearl from Steven Universe versus Droki from Dungeons & Dragons. I know nothing about Droki. I'm gonna look up Droki really quick. Droki D&D. Droki. Let's see here. Male. Droki was a Darrow criminal in Graxthog during the late 1480s or early 1490s. Okay, so he's just like a criminal. Does he have magic? He's chaotic evil. What does he do? Droki was a notorious criminal courier transporting goods for many gangs and cabals and Gracklestog. During the demonic crisis that struck the Underdark in the late 1480s DR, he had commissions for the Grey Ghost Thieves Guild for a secret cult of demon-worshipping Darrow. For this, he was wanted by Arid Blackskull and Gartkarg Zundorn. He appeared in Out of the Abyss. Okay, so he just seems like a guy. It doesn't say anything about weapons or anything. He just seems like a guy that got arrested. So let's see here. Guy that got arrested by the police, or Hollow Pearl who has a sword automatically. I'm gonna say Hollow Pearl. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Boa Hancock versus the Disco Zombie. It's gotta be Boa, right? There's no fucking way. I've read One Piece and played Plants vs. Zombies. There's no way in hell the Disco Zombie sweeps. The Disco Zombie shows up, dances, and a bunch of zombies pop out of the ground, and that's it. Boa Hancock has hockey, the love fruit, or whatever it's called. But the thing is, I guess I should say, would the zombies be affected by her fruit? For those who don't know, if you're attracted to Boa Hancock, or you think Boa Hancock is cute or attractive in any way, the love beam will turn you to stone. But I don't know if the zombies would be affected by it. But even if they aren't, she was one of the 7 warlords of the sea. She has hockey, which is an extremely powerful fighting style. Zombies might be gay. You know what? I'll give you that. The zombies might be gay. I feel like in general the zombies wouldn't have attraction at all because they're dead. And maybe you kind of like lose that stimulus in your brain. But even if they did have that stimulus, they might be homosexuals. So you're telling me that Arrow Ace people solo Boa Hancock? Not technically, no. Because you have to remember, Hancock has hockey, which is a really powerful fighting style. So she's extremely good at like hand-to-hand combat. As well as the fact that it's been shown that the love beam, even if you're not attracted to somebody, if you just find them cute, any sort of allure that they might have, if you find them cute or if you find them attractive, that it'll work on you. So, yeah. Okay, but can she summon the undead? No, she can't. She's a person. I'm gonna say Boa. I just don't see Disco Zombie winning. You see? High HC with backup dancers. Just, the thing is, Disco Zombie can summon zombies, but they're not coordinated. They're not like good fighters. They just walk forwards. All you have to do is put a walnut and a gun behind it, and I win. Meanwhile, Boa Hancock is like extremely overpowered. I don't know either of these guys. We gotta be making people up, right? Like, these have to be made up characters. Actually, no, Gintama I actually do know. Dmitry Blinov from... Dmitry Blinov, parentheses, Dmitry, from Castlevania, or Toshiro Hijikata, Silver Soul, from Gintama. You don't know Castlevania? I do know Castlevania, but I don't know fucking Dmitry Blinov. What are you talking about? What are you? No. We're talking about this. You, oh my god. You expect me to know who Dmitry Blinov is? Yes, I know Castlevania. I played Castlevania games. I don't know who Dmitry Blinov is. Like, yes, you can be familiar with Pokemon, but not know who Stantler is. Okay? Sal Garfunkel from Doobie or whatever. What are you talking about? Who? What? What? He doesn't know my boy Dimitri? Yeah, I don't know your boy Dimitri. And you apparently don't know either because you misspelled Dimitri's name. Dimitri does not have an I between D and M. You put an I there. You don't know who Dimitri is either. In fact, you're probably dumber than me. I need to know what website this is. Literally just Google Powerscadle. It's right here. Dimitri can copy abilities? Oh, then I'm picking Dimitri. Yeah, that makes sense. Shinobi from Huntilk Secrets and Seekers versus Ryu Kanoya from Recreators. I'm gonna pick the cooler anime guy. That doesn't always work. I should have known. Okay, so we have more Saint Seiya versus Link. As much... Okay, actually, no, hold on. This is Aries Mu, parentheses, Hades arc from Saint Seiya versus Link, specifically from Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks. I think that Saint Seiya sweeps. Because as much as I like Zelda, Link himself is really not that overpowered. Plus, it's from Spirit Tracks. Like, well, what are you gonna do? Like, get on a train? How does that help you in a fight? Yeah, no, it makes sense to me. Yeah, that works. Let's see. We got 7 of 9 parentheses de-assimilated from Star Trek Voyager, or Mong Cut from Kickboxer Retaliation. Well, she has a gun. At least I think that's a gun. Zoom in on that. Is that a gun? What the hell happened to the music? Why is it going like that? Hello? I think the music is fucked up. Oh my god, I got fucking Siva Gunner! God damn it, bro! Are you... Oh my god. Alright. I got Siva Gunnered. This was just on a playlist that I clicked. Oh my god, I got Flintstone, dude. Damn it! Oh. Anyway, I'm picking the one with the gun. Yeah, with type 3 phasers. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. History. Let's try some more. Fusion Zamasu from Super Dragon Ball Heroes Universe mission versus Cow Tech from Party Hard Go. I don't know who Cow Tech is or Party Hard Go, but any character from Super Dragon Ball Heroes, I think solos. Yeah. Because I need you to keep in mind, chat, this is not Zamasu from Dragon Ball Super. No. That's already pretty overpowered. We're talking about Dragon Ball Super Dragon Ball Heroes Universe mission. Meaning that if you aren't familiar, Super Dragon Ball Heroes is like a spin-off series where they have a bunch of like extremely fan servicey type characters and like super overpowered characters. It's nuts. Super Dragon Ball Heroes is insane. If you like Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Super, like, check out Super Dragon Ball Heroes. It's not good. It's not. I would suggest watching. They did a promotional anime that had like 10-minute episodes that was like a non-canon like arc, and it's really bad, but God, is it funny to watch as a Dragon Ball fan. Like, oh my god, it's just like fan service, fan fiction bullshit like the entire time. It's awesome. It's so good. The only good thing is that Cucumber and Hearts are very gay. Wait, Cucumber is gay? Cucumber from Dragon Ball Super Heroes? Super Dragon Ball Heroes? Check, is that true? Cucumber is Timu Broly. Dude, Timu Broly likes cock? Salty, who's your favorite Dragon Ball character? That's hard. I feel like I'm very basic, and I would say Goku, but if I didn't say Goku, it would probably be Krillin. And you want to know why? Is because Krillin might not be the coolest character in the world, but when Krillin wins a fight, oh my god, it feels so satisfying. Being a Krillin fan is like constantly getting beaten down over and over and over again, but whenever Krillin does anything successfully, it feels amazing. When Goku wins, you're like, yeah, obviously Goku wins, obviously Vegeta wins. But when Krillin puts his feet in the sand and he wins a fight, ooh, mwah, ooh, it feels so good. It feels so good. When they put him in the tournament of power, ooh, 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 I love when my boy does stuff. Basically, now that I have your attention, check DMs. All the times that Hearts and Cucumber were sus. I'm not gonna play this on stream. Check, I'm not gonna play a video that is called All the Times Hearts and Cucumber Were Sus. Especially because Toei is like super copyright crazy. Read the thing above. Shek said, forgot to respond, but I suggest looking at the versus battle wiki pages for those three because it really puts into perspective how research works. Frisk and Patchy have really funny feats and abilities, such as Frisk's super powerful aura and social influencing abilities that make them building level. Hold on, I'm gonna look up Patchy the Pirate on the versus wiki. Patchy the Pirate versus wiki. You know what? Hold on. I'm just going to pull it up on screen. Hold on. Hold on a second. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Patchy the Pirate versus Battles Wiki. Oh, great. It's a fandom wiki. No wonder it's bad. Okay, hold on. I'm pulling it up, but I'm like Xing out all the stupid bullshit that they like to put on screen. Window capture. There we go. I mean, it's over my face, but it's there. There we go. Okay, so. Outdated page. This article is outdated or may have missing or incorrect information. A revision is underway. Who is handling the Patchy the Pirate wiki? Summary. Powers and stats. Okay, Patchy the Pirate is a pirate who appears in many SpongeBob SquarePants specials and major events as a host of them. He's the president of the SpongeBob SquarePants fan club. Let's take a look. Powers and stats. Name, Patchy the Pirate. Origin, SpongeBob SquarePants. Gender, male. Age, unknown. Classification, human, pirate, president of the SpongeBob fan club. Powers and abilities, superhuman physical characteristics, regeneration. When? Mid regenerated his head twice. Immortality, underwater breathing, Toon Force, flight, weapon mastery, can utilize a sword, and I don't think weapon mastery warrants being able to use a sword and a cannon. I can use a sword and a cannon. That doesn't mean that I'm good at it. That does not mean I'm a master. Vehicular mastery, can pilot several boats that would require dozens of men to use by himself and even drive them on land. Okay, that makes more sense. Plot manipulation, casualty manipulation, immersion, was able to send a letter to SpongeBob, who is a fictional character in his universe. Time travel to prehistoric times. Dimensional travel, he has traveled into different entire universes, such as Big Time Rush, a completely different Nickelodeon show. Time stop, Broadway Force. What the fuck is Broadway Force? Broadway Force, also known as the Music Meister effect. Broadway Force, previously considered a far more stable variation of Toon Force, is a power certain people can tap into, usually depicted in the musical theater genre by spontaneously breaking into song and dance, causing everyone and everything around them to become bound by it and compelled to join in. Users: Dr. Doofenshmirtz and Phineas Flynn, Chai from Hi-Fi Rush, Genie, Elsa, Mulan, and other Disney characters, Link from Majora's Mask? Music Meister, well that just makes sense. And the Boogie Bomb. There's a page for the Boogie Bomb? They power scaled the Boogie Bomb from Fortnite? Tier? Oh, it's unknown, so it doesn't have a tier. Oh, yeah, Link can just do that. Man, the Boogie Bomb was added in 2017. It does not feel like it happened that long ago. Anyway. Fourth wall awareness, hammer space, extrasensory perception, manipulation, time manipulation, extreme pain tolerance, resistance to time stop. Resistance to time stop. Do you know what this means? Chad, do you understand what this means? Patchy can fucking beat Dio Brando. He solos Dio. Wait, hold on. 4A to 3C. Hold on. I'm gonna look up Dio real quick. Dio Brando. Okay. No goddamn way, dude. There's no way. Okay. So I know it shows his Phantom Blood version, but it says specifically JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 1, Phantom Blood, and Part 3, Stardust Crusaders. Look at his stats! 8C? Dio Brando is 8C and Patchy the Pirate is 4A to 3C. Patchy fucking solos him. He fucking kills him, dude. I see that you can move during my stop time.
Arr, matey, I can. And you know who else can move during stop time? My favorite show, SpongeBob SquarePants. Oh!
I think you're on the wrong tab, but Patchy still wins. Am I on the wrong tab? Okay, well, hold on. Dio. The world. He still wins! He still fucking wins! Awaken Dio? He still wins! He still fucking wins! What is... Oh... Why is the thumbnail for this Tomodachi Life? It shouldn't be. It should be Patchy the Pirate versus Goku. Oh my god. Well, let's see. What about Heaven Ascension Dio? Heaven Ascension Dio can, like, rewrite entire, like, fiction. He's still ice! No fucking way Patchy beats Heaven Ascension Dio! What are you talking about? What? Huh? No, okay, what about George Joestar Dio? George Joestar Dio has to win, right? He has to. 6B! He beats every version of Dio? No. What? High 8C or 6B? Dude. Why does Patchy win so many fights? Patchy is fucking busted. What the? Wait, I didn't even read all of his powers. He has attack potency, at least multi-solar system level 2 galaxy level. He can trade blows with Patchy the Pirate, who is able to harm him. Wait a second. Hold on. If Patchy can be harmed by Patchy the Parrot, does that mean that Patchy is of a similar level? Hold on. 4A to 3C! Patchy the fucking Parrot can solo Dio? No way! Oh my god, this is insane. Salty Dio's profile said 3A, but this one, no, it's tier 8C. George Joestar though, Tier 6B. Yeah, no. I'm not illiterate, you're illiterate. What about Diego? Diego's probably weaker. Yeah, 8C. Look at Ascension, Dio. Heaven Ascension. The world over heaven is 3A, likely low 2C. Okay. So Heaven Ascension Dio can still win. Actually, no, it's Heaven Ascension. Oh, okay, no. Likely low C with reality overwrite. So Heaven. Okay, in order to defeat Patchy the Pirate, you need Heaven Ascension Dio with reality overwrite powers. So it would be a very close fight. However, Patchy the Parrot is at least 4A to 3C. That is one tier below a low 2C with reality overwrite. Fucking Patchy the Parrot could put in an actual fight against Heaven Ascension Dio. What the fuck? So it's actually a fair fight. If you put Patchy the Parrot in the Jojo universe, he would solo most characters, if not all, except for Heaven Ascension Dio. But Heaven Ascension Dio isn't even canon. He's a bird! What the fuck is happening? Ah! Polly, what a cracker! I hate SpongeBob! Ah! Oh my god. This is an amazing revelation that people consider Patchy this powerful. Striking strength, durability, stamina, superhuman stamina, intelligence below average. Okay, he's got to have one nerf. Why is there a whole section on Patchy's intelligence? Dude, I need to see Death Battle cover Patchy versus Dio, dude. The flash animation would go crazy. It would go triple platinum on Twitter. Oh my god. Patchy versus Okuyasu. Okuyasu would blow his head off. No. Patchy. Oh, no. Are you kidding me? Okuyasu is way even more depowered than Dio is. 9A with the hands. So Patchy still wins. You're gonna have a hard time finding a character from Jojo that could actually fight Patchy the Parrot. Can you see Wonder of You? Okay, hold on. Wonder of You's not on here. What's Wonder of You's user again? Toru, Jojo's Bizarre Adventure. Okay. Dude! 10A? Likely 8C with Wonder of... Dude, Patchy freaking solos Wonder of You? And now I'm Nuxtaku? Patchy fucking solos Wonder of You, dude. Oh my god. Look at this. 10A, unknown, likely 8C with Wonder of You. Patchy fucking bodies all of the Jojoverse. He bodies them. That's insane. Okay, chat, who's the strongest Jojo character? I need to think. Are we thinking Poochie? It's gotta be Poochie, right? I fucking disappeared. There I am. Okay, Poochie. Tusk. Poochie. Enrico Poochie. Okay, Poochie. Low 2C. Okay. The only character that could feasibly beat Patchy the Pirate in the Jojo verse is Poochie with Made in Heaven. Poochie needs to have Made in Heaven in order to beat Patchy the Pirate. And even then, Patchy would put up a pretty good fight because he's 3C. Because it says low 2C with environmental destruction through universal reset. But the thing is that, like, this is a highly unlikely to happen. Patchy would kill Poochie before he even, like, activates everything and has it reset. Poochie could easily kill Poochie before Made in Heaven activates. Patchy cannot be stopped, only sent back. Yeah, and here's the thing, is that even if the universe resets, even with environmental destruction, Patchy would be reincarnated and would still exist in the alternate world. So Patchy could feasibly still kill him after the universe reset. Anyway, what about Jesus? American Gods. Oh no, this is on the show American Gods. Sadly, we don't have Jesus Christ other than American Gods. Possibly 3A, likely far higher. It's a close fight. It's a very close fight. Patchy might lose, but Jesus might be able to best him. Anyway, back to power scaling. Actually, hold on. I gotta go to the bathroom, so 1 second. I gotta take a shit. I gotta put text on screen. Hold on. Where's the text at? Bathroom break, BRB. I'll be right back. I didn't mean to take the entire chair with me. That was rude. I'm taking the cigar. Okay, I'm back. Oh, I'm just in time for the Check Me Out channel music. Okay. Also, for your information, chat, I wasn't pissing. I was taking a dump. And it was awesome. Now I feel a lot better. Like 30 pounds lighter. Multiverse level pissing. Did you look at it? I tried not to, but yeah, it was in there. Sometimes you have to make sure that it gets all in, you know? Building level log. 1A level shit. Okay, anyway. Let me remove the text. Let me just take a big whiff from my cigar real quick. It's good stuff. Okay. Oh my god. Please play Lego The Incredibles. It's a Lego game based on The Incredibles. I like it because it has good game quality. There's also a level called Breaking Baddies. Well, I probably won't, because I don't really plan on playing Lego games. Unless it's Lego Star Wars, I might play that. Those games fuck. Anyway, I'm picking She-Ra character. Never mind, it's random guy from Infamous. I mean, actually, you know what? I probably should have picked Infamous. I know it's superpowers and stuff. That's on me. Wait until Derek finds out that Simon the Digger and Twilight Sparkle is a close fight according to the wiki. Simon the Digger? Oh, Simone. Simone the Digger. No, I actually... Well, actually... Are we talking about with the mech? Because that doesn't make sense to me. Mikey is livid. So we have Heavy King, parentheses, Phantom King from Sonic the Hedgehog, and Minardi from Golden Sun, parentheses, verse. It's probably Minardi, right? Well, it's Phantom King, so... Isn't that the one where the king gets all the Chaos Emeralds? Hold on. I need to double check. Phantom King, Sonic. Yeah, Phantom King is when he gets all the Chaos Emeralds. Or not the Chaos Emeralds, he gets the Phantom Ruby. That's what it's called. That's why he's called Phantom King. Isn't he from the DLC? No, isn't Heavy King, isn't Phantom King from like the base game, or am I getting that wrong? Whatever, Phantom Ruby. Nice. That's way higher than I expected, though, for a bad nick with the Phantom Ruby, but sure. Meta Knight pre-Star Allies, or Zoe Trent from Littlest Pet Shop. People are saying dog wins. Dog does not win. That's just a dog with a hat. What the dog doing? What is the dog doing? What is Zoe Trent's, like, what does she even do besides be a dog with a hat? She wins by being swag and a woman. Well, I definitely see that. I mean, she's serving. If we were in like a serving contest, it might be a little bit closer, but I feel like Meta Knight would cut her in half. All of her guts would just spill out, like, everywhere. Probably, yeah, no. This isn't even close. Most Kirby characters do in fact solo. Murakami Koji from Fist of the Seeker or Olaris. I have no idea who either of these are. I'm just going to go Koji. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, this is a really good one. I really like this. Carnage. Okay. So we need to be careful about this here, okay? So it's Carnage versus Kronk. But Carnage this is not comics Carnage. This is from Sony's Marvel Universe. So this is Venom 2 Carnage. I really want Kronk to win, but I mean, like, Kronk, if I'm thinking right, so in the movies, Emperor's New Groove and Kronk's New Groove, he does have some pretty big strength feats. I mean, the first one, Emperor's New Groove, he like, doesn't he like pedal around, he pedals around on his little bike like really far? Kronk has Toon Force. That's true. That's true. He also teleport. When does Kronk teleport? Kronk can pull stuff out of nothing. You just pull a speaker and kill Carnage. Does he get the lever? Time dilation? Kronk does not have time dilation. Kronk is just him. Venom Crackhead versus Chad Kronk. Kronk can easily multi-. You know what? I'm gonna pick Kronk. I believe in him. Wow! Kronk is weaker than Carnage. Hold on. Hold on a second. I need to see this. Well, what are his abilities? So he's at least 9B. Male. Powers and abilities: superhuman physical characteristics, weapon mastery, fourth wall awareness, time why does... Okay, listen. A lot of these abilities, they have parentheses. Where does he get time manipulation? What do you mean he has the powers of the world? At least wall level. Knocks out Cusco with a broccoli dish. Cracks a metal wall by opening a window. This is, you know what this is just making me want to do? It makes me want to just rewatch Emperor's New Groove and Kronk's New Groove. Like, God, those movies are so good. Kronk's New Groove has no right being as fun to watch as it is. Salty, it says how he gets it. How does he get it? Where does it say? I'm not seeing it here. Time manipulation? If we just click on it, it brings us to the time manipulation page. Via screen transition. Oh, okay, I see now. Via Cusco's remote and Yzma's time travel watch. Read the parentheses. Sorry, the parentheses were put right next to time manipulation. Okay? I'm a Jojo fan, I don't read. Haven't you seen all the videos online? Okay, so Raido Kuzunoa, I can't read Roman numerals. I think that's 11 plus... No, that's 14, right? That's 14. Yes, I'm right. It's the 14th. Raido Kuzunoha, the 14th, from Megami Tensei, versus Invader King from Metal Slug 6. I'm gonna say Megami Tensei because I've learned very quickly that they're extremely powerful. Yeah. SMT characters are busted. Donkey Kong base form from Mario versus Arthur Dane from A Song of Ice and Fire. I'm gonna say Donkey Kong. I believe in you, DK. Yay! DK would splatter his brains all over the wall. Well, this is easy. It's definitely Ice King. It has to be. Claude Frollo, he's just a guy. What does he have against ice magic? I really do like that Ice King, it specifies Season 5 Ice King.
Look, somebody got hidden the boing lines. Hidden the boing lines. Someone got hidden them. Zap!
And then he's dead. Sukuna with 2 out of 3 fingers from Jujutsu Kaisen versus Doomsday Beast from Hawkeye Star Rail. From what I've heard about Sukuna and what I've seen so far from watching the show, it feels like he would win, right? But he only has 2 out of 3 fingers, and Doomsday Beast, Doomsday Beast is just like that, I think. Sukuna's not surviving. Is Hawkeye Star Rail that insane? Hawkeye Star Rail is galaxy shit? Dude, I know nothing about Hawkeye Star Rail besides the fact that there's like a train. Isn't there like a train? Am I getting that right? It has a train. It's space shit. Yes, so they do have a train. Okay, I'm gonna go train. Funny train. 4C? Wait a second. Hold on. Are you telling me that Patchy solos? Chat, Patchy might beat Doomsday Beast and Sukuna. Let's go, Patchy, dude! Patchy fucking wins! Always, Patchy sweeps! Okay, let's do infinite now. Let's go for a record. My high score on this one is 3. We can do better than that. Okay, we got Stone Giant, Earth Titan from Dungeons and Dragons, or Sithona from DC Superhero Girls. I mean, Stone Giant's just like, it's just a giant, and this is probably a woman that has superpowers. So I'm gonna pick Superpower Woman, and I'm correct. Patchy still wins though. Dude, okay, from now on, when you see people power scaling on Twitter and being annoying and being like, well, Luffy could probably beat Goku based off of these feats, I need you to reply, yeah, but Patchy the Pirate still solos though. What? Okay, hold on. I need to double check that. I need to know. Luffy. Monkey D. Luffy post time skip. Hold on. He still wins! Patchy still wins! Patchy still fucking wins! At the very least, Gear 4th, he wins. Gear 5? Oh, god damn it, I'm Nux Taku again, aren't I? I'm Nux Taku. Hold on, I gotta turn off Nux Taku. I'm not doing this shit no more. There we go. Nux Taku has been deleted. No more Nux, everybody. Don't worry. Calm down. Anyway, look at this. Look at this. Monkey D. Luffy, post-time skip. At least post-time skip, Patchy can beat it. Patchy can beat at least Gear 4. Okay? At least Gear 4. Hold on. My fucking music stopped. There we go. Patchy can at least beat post-time skip. Emperor, I'm not sure. Emperor, it's up in the air. Oh, no, Patchy can beat him. Patchy can definitely beat Luffy. Patchy solos Gear 5? What are you talking about? Patchy clears! He fucking clears! Hold on. Goku? Son Goku. I need to know. Son Goku from Her Staff of Dragon Ball. I need Son Goku from Dragon Ball Super Anime. Okay. Goku can still win against Patchy. However, it's very close. Dude, wait, hold on. I just realized. Dude, I just realized. I need to pause the music for a second. Oda told us that when One Piece is starting to end, we are going to meet the first pirate character in One Piece with an eye patch. Look. Dude. It's him. It's been foreskinned in the ages of old. Oda foreskinned this. The prophecy. Patchy is Joy Boy. Dude, Patchy Gear 5 would go crazy. He is the One Piece. But anyway, yeah, if there's any power scaling discussion, just reply Patchy solos. Patchy the Pirate from SpongeBob solos them all. Peter, who do you think would win? Goku or Luffy? Doesn't matter, Uncle Jay. Doesn't matter, Uncle Ben. Patchy the Pirate solos all of them. Okay, back to the music. Sponge God Nika. Atushi Nakajima, Beast Beneath the Moonlight from Bungo Stray Dogs, or Megadramon from Megadramon X from Digimon. I'm going straight Digimon. That's a big dragon, dude. That's a big dragon versus a twink. Dude, this dragon beats Patchy. Patchy the Pirate's gonna be like my base form of like always checking. Like that's gonna be my point of contrast for everything I see now. I'm like, is it stronger or weaker than Patchy the Pirate? Also, hey guys, look, Toriko! Mystic Ice Knight, Pad Siegfried, the blue champion from Puzzles and Dragons. I'm gonna say Toriko guy. Because Toriko can be goofy. Likely 6B versus high 6B. It's very close though. The One Truth versus from Silent Hill, or Lumiere Silvamelian Clover half petrified from Black Clover. Silent Hill power scaling, I don't actually know how far that goes, but Black Clover I know is kind of wacky. So I'll pick Black Clover. Yeah, I was right. High score 4, let's keep going. Cure Sword, parentheses, Resolved Cure Sword from Pretty Cure, or Alipede from Killer Peter. I know Pretty Cure, I have no idea who Killer Peter is. That's the most insane name for any anime ever. Killer Peter, oh, it's not an anime, it's a manhwa. Killer Peter is an intense... Well, that's all it says. The Killer Peter manhwa, also known as Killer Pietro, is an intense action series that launched on February 6, 2023, and is adapted from a web novel. It follows the story of a legendary retired assassin named Peter, who, after being ambushed and nearly killed from his former organization, the Glory Club, finds his body magically reverted to its teenage years. Now in his peak physique, but with all of his experience, Peter sets out to exact revenge on the organization that betrayed him. Well, that doesn't seem like fantasy. I think Pretty Cure solos. Yeah, that makes sense. Pretty Cure is magical. Okay, he can't be that strong, right? Yeah, no, he's just a guy. Like, he's like an action movie type guy, but that's all he is. He's just a guy. Pretty Cure's got magic and shit. Grizz at the End of the Millennium. Phantasy Star 4 versus Dragonoid, Fusion Dragonoid from Bakugan. I'm gonna go Bakugan for this one. I don't know anything about Bakugan, but I feel like they probably pull some crazy Yep. They probably pull some crazy stuff in Bakugan. And I'm not that familiar with Phantasy Star. I do want to get into Phantasy Star though. I have heard that Phantasy Star is like really underrated. Also, Dragonoid beats Patchy, which is kind of insane. Okay, Darth Krayt, Weakened Krayt, Legacy from Star Wars Legends, or Nana from Invaders of the Rokujima? Invaders of the Rokujima. Well, she has guns, and that's Darth Krayt. Well, it's also Weakened Krayt. How weak is Krayt? I'm gonna pick Krayt. Because he looks cooler. Yeah. Satan! Actual Satan versus Sorceress Selen from Elden Ring. I mean, it's gotta be Satan, right? It has to be. I know it's from Saints Row, but like still, like it's Satan. Satan? From the Bible? I'm doing a really good job. Let's see if we can get to 10. Millennium from Godzilla. That's like a giant jellyfish monster. Versus Charlotte Bronte base from Shikoku no Shemoth. What a Beautiful Tomorrow. Yeah, actually, I just realized Patchy does beat Satan. That's awesome. We should just start worshiping Patchy at this point, I feel. Base means she has a stronger form. She doesn't look like she could power up, but I mean, I don't know. Slap some Super Saiyan hair on there. She could look cool. The anime has a pretty long title, so probably the girl. But you have to understand, normally I would agree with you, because the longer the title, the more powerful the fantasy characters are. However, this is from Godzilla. We have somebody that knows who this is in chat. Somebody said, Conry Rogue, can you please tell me how powerful is Charlotte? I need to know.
Lonix jump scare. Anyways, did you saw the discovery in New Mexico a new dinosaur got classified? Picotherids that highlights the hidden diversity of Herosauria in the north. Anyways, Nanodrain use solos all fiction.
I didn't actually hear about that, but that is cool. I like when we discover and classify new dinosaurs. Conry, we need to know. I know that slow mode is on, but we need to know, Conry. Does Charlotte solo? She's a real life author? Wait, I don't know. I just know she's a real woman. Okay, so she's based off of a real woman? So wait, she's based off of a real woman, but this is her base form? She has like a leveled up form? Hold on, I'm looking this up. Charlotte Bronte, yeah, this is a real woman. Charlotte Bronte, otherwise known as Charlotte Nichols, was an English novelist and poet and was the elderly sister of Emily, Anne, and Branwell Bronte. She's best known for the novel Jane Eyre, which she wrote. This is the person that wrote Jane Eyre? And she's in base form? What other forms are there? Women have access to Kaioken, Salty. Didn't you know that? No, I don't. I don't. She can go Super Saiyan? Hold, I need to look this up. Charlotte Bronte. Charlotte Bronte. What a Beautiful Tomorrow. I'm not looking up the battle wiki, I'm looking up the fandom wiki for what this thing is. What a Beautiful Tomorrow is an eroge visual novel developed and published by Liarsoft. It is written by Hikaru. Okay, so it's eroge. So it's like saucy. The year is 1905 in the capital of the British Empire, the engine city London, where the air is so thick with smoke that a mere glimpse of the blue sky is considered a miracle. The protagonist, Mary Clarissa Christie, is a girl living by herself with her while her mother while her mother is abroad. Yeah, apparently Charlotte is one of the main characters. Is it fantasy? I think it is fantasy. But I just need to know, Charlotte, how many forms does she have? Did she write Jane Eyre in her Super Saiyan state? Did she hit Kaioken and start writing Jane Eyre, dude? Did she hit Gear 5 and then just locked in? Yeah, exactly. Okay, so people are telling me Millennium has Godzilla's DNA. If Charlotte wins this, I'd be shocked. Okay, really close. But yeah, no, Millennium wins. I need to know. I was hoping that we'd get to see... Okay, here we go. Base, Jack and Iron, Sword of Rejection. Oh, man. Cracking, being physiology, bodily weaponry. Jack has sharp claws. Same as her first key, except abilities possessed by Jack and Iron Plus. I wish we got to see what this looked like. I think she fuses with somebody named Jack. Girl, she doesn't know what's going on. Look at her. Look at her eyes. That's the face of somebody who does not know what's happening. She wouldn't know what to do. Well, it's Lilith Mom. It's Lilith Mom. Come on. It's a Digimon character versus Spike, the guy that you jump on. Like...
Spike? Who the hell is Spike? Who the fuck is Spike, man?
1C is crazy though. That's like nut. Digimon goes crazy. What? Well, it's definitely not the pea shooter. It's definitely this chibi anime boy, right? It has to be. What's the pea shooter gonna do? Like, I know it says Garden Warfare, but that's not much of a difference. That's like putting the parentheses next to my name and says Salty DK Dan, parentheses, wakes up after 3 p.m. Like, I'm the same guy. Pea shooter's not that broken. Well, has anybody read Kaitakayo Hitman Reborn? I assume it says Hitman Reborn, and like maybe the Hitman gets reborn as a baby and then the baby has to like kill people. He scales exponentially. Pea shooter? Pea shooter wins? You've read it? Pea shooter still wins? I'm gonna trust you on this. Pea shooter. I shouldn't have trusted any of you. I shouldn't have trusted any. You're all frauds. 5A versus 6B. Jesus. That was close, though. Okay, let's play again. Let's go for 10 again. I'm feeling good. Kamen Rider Ragnarok, Post Thousands Key versus Queen Nancy Renoir from Skullgirls. I'm gonna go Kamen Rider because I feel like if you have Post 1000 Key after your name, I feel like if you put that after my name, like that sounds like it'd be very dangerous. Like that's not Post Breakfast. That's like Post 1000 Key. What even is that? Okay, I'm a loser. I'm a loser and I need to die. Soundwave from Transformers Prime or Kai Chisekai. Nemoto Fusion, My Hero Academia. It's gotta be the big robot, right? It's the big robot. Yeah, big robot. Lucky guess though, because this is very close. Rappa from Honkai Star Whale. Rappa from Honkai Star Whale? And versus Rem from ReZero. Well, it's Rappa. It's Honkai Star Rail. We've been over this. Honkai Star Rail is wacky. Dude, they got Hawk? Tua? Hawk, Tyrant Dragon from, well, that's Seven Deadly Sins, right? That's just, like, the Japanese name. Versus Anin from Dragon Ball. It's definitely Hawk. Because Hawk, like, it's parentheses Tyrant Dragon. I assume that Hawk turns into a big dragon. Probably Hawk. It's not? Dude, what is Anin got going on? Anin, also known as Tajoro, is the guardian of the sacred furnace of 8 divisions, the border between life and death in the other world. She is among the few beings working under King Yama that do not appear to be an ogre. Isn't she from filler? Like OG Dragon Ball filler, like before they reached Z? Well, 7 Deadly Terabytes loses again. Ludo Kresh versus Molly Mange from SWAT Cats. I'm gonna go Star Wars guy. Yeah. Star Wars characters are usually pretty powerful, especially if they're in Legends. Gengetsu from Toho versus Vinshot armed with wing. It's Toho, right? Toho characters are fucking wacky. Yeah, if you want to know how wacky Toho characters gets, she beats Patchy. Okay? She beats him. She beats him hard. Robert Garcia from King of Fighters or Shauna Reggie post volume 8 with the sacrament. Dude, he's got the sacrament. It's gonna be him. Yeah. Anime boy, manga boy. Nether Beast from Magical Girl Spec Ops Asuka or Nikola Tesla base form. What is Fate Grand Order even about? From Fate Grand... Do I need to get into Fate Grand Order? What do you mean Nikola Tesla base form? I feel like Nikola Tesla wins, right? He has to. Yeah, Nikola Tesla for the win! Oh, man. Give my boy Nikola some credit here. They made Nikola Tesla such like a hot anime guy, and then you see an actual picture of him and he's just some dude. Dude, I can only hope one day that I'm well known enough that somebody could take me and put me into like a fan fiction or like an anime or something, and they just make me into like a sexy fucking anime boy. I hope that one day I like discover the cure to cancer or something, a complete accident, so history books have to report on me. Not because I want to be well known, but because I want to be put in like a Fate Grand Order spinoff where they're like, oh, that's Derek Kelly. He has a big penis and really cool calves. And he's also in his base form. He can transform into magic mode, and he gets purple hair and he can fly around. YouTuber Uma Musume? Dude, they already did that. It's the Normal Boots dating sim where they're all in high school. The really poorly aged Normal Boots dating sim. God, what was it called? Oh, please, somebody tell me what it's called. It's something Academy? Oh, man. What's it called? Guys, please tell me. I need to know. Asegao Academy? Asegao Academy, that was what it's called. Dude, somebody should do that, but make it like Fate Grand Order. Like, somebody should make like a Fate Grand Order doujin where it's just, instead of like history characters, it's all like YouTubers, and half of them are like poorly aged. A game where I can date JonTron? Sign me up, Bust. Never say that, dude. You don't want that. Trust me, you really don't. Aged so poorly, it's got JonTron in. Hidden Technique! 13-minute N-word compilation! Go, go, go! Anyway, Fugalon Vermilion, Spade Kingdom Raid arc from Black Clover, or Solomon Awakened from Monster Strike. She just has more drip. I'm gonna pick her. Damn. The men bias wins again. Let's just try another normal one. Ultraman Regulos Past versus Mitsuru Ayu. Ultraman probably, he's massive. Yeah, he's big as hell. That's my dude. Diz from Riddle School? Dude, I haven't thought of that in like ages. Where's Reaper of Souls? Horror clicks. It's probably Diz. It's probably some stupid reason. With spaceship. 5B with spaceship. I could probably touch bro in the forehead and he'd melt without the spaceship. Benjamin Miles from Prison Break or Tamama from Sergeant Fro. I'm gonna say Tamama because funny. Yeah. Way closer than I thought, but it's funny. Monster Android with the Cosmic Rod. Hey, yeah, can I get the Monster Android with the Cosmic Rod, please? Do you guys have that here? Okay, awesome. And I'm also gonna get a ginger ale. And can we get some fries for the table? Awesome, thank you so much. Anyway, I'm gonna get the Sound of Justice.
I'm stoned.
So Sound of Justice is probably, like, if it's the statue, I'm gonna say Monster Android with the Cosmic Rod. Yeah. The name of this thing reminds me of the Chicken Strips video. The Monster Android with the Cosmic Rod. Oh. Shiwan Khan from The Shadow versus Cavern Worm. I love when it's just like background characters that you know just showed up for like a single page in a comic. Like Cavern Worm, dude doesn't even get a name like Steve or like Jeff. Dude, that's Cavern Worm. Worm Sweep. I'm gonna pick the Worm. I'm thinking Worm. Yeah, Worm! Worm up. Dr. Coil from ARMS or Jet Jaguar from Godzilla? It's Jet Jaguar from Godzilla? Come on. Dr. Coil is just like some woman with long arms. I know plenty of women with long arms. They couldn't beat Godzilla. Junko Hattori, God Suhara arc from Ichiban Ushiro no Daimo. I'm sure a lot of people are getting really upset with me that I keep trying to say the Japanese names of things, but whatever. Versus The Cult from Sarah is Missing. Isn't Sarah is Missing like, isn't it like an interactive video game thing where it's like a simulation game where like you're playing like on a computer? I feel like it's Junko. Because The Cult is just a bunch of fucking people. It's an FMV game. Interactive video game. No, you know what I mean. I mean, like, it's like a simulation game where you're like playing on a computer in the game. Don't doubt visual novels? Okay. Yeah, I knew it. The Cult is just a bunch of guys. They're like mean. They're mean guys. Mean guys in those cults. Salty, I thought the DK in your name stood for Derek Kelly, but now I know it stands for Donkey Kong. It's true. America Chavez from the Marvel Cinematic Universe or Joji Kazama from Like a Dragon. Well, I don't think I've gotten to him in Like a Dragon yet. But America Chavez has like multiverse abilities. What does Joji have? A fucking suit? A good sense of style? Knowing this is probably released. It's probably gonna be Joji. I'm gonna pick Joji. It's probably stupid. Wow, okay, American Chavez actually did win. I was right initially. I just picked Joji because of the bias. But apparently not. Oh, God. Is this like early 2020? Do I have to be like,
Guys, who would win? Velma from 2023 TV series? Ugh.
or giant ants? I mean, the answer is giant ants. It just is. Like, it's not even a joke. It's the giant ants. So I'm gonna go giant ants. Yeah. They're tied? They're not tied. They're giant ants. Do you know how much ants can lift? How powerful the average ant is? If you just sized it up, it could kill Velma easily. Dude, those things could kill me. That's actually bullshit. Like, giant ant, and I need to point this out. Giant ants, plural. It's plural. There's more than one here. There's more than one giant ant versus Velma. She's not winning this. This is not tied. Riley versus Rock Hard Gladiators versus Kawerik Vian from Epic 7. Probably Epic 7, right? Yeah. Whoa, it's really close. I have no idea who this is or this. But this looks like it's from like a webcomic or something. Okay, let's do like two more. I'm feeling like two more. Nada from Tiagonia versus Katie from Party Hard Go. Probably the guy shrouded in mystery and not the pixel art woman, right? How are they tied? Free point. Okay. Noriko Takaya Buster Machine 1 versus the player from Pavlov VR. I think Noriko, right? Yeah. I think I saw a clip of Noriko and she does some like crazy shit. Noriko is stronger than you. Dude, I love this Jinbei gif. Ezekiel from Lockwood & Co. or Jinbei from One Piece, and it's just him exploding some guys. I'm gonna go Jinbei. Yeah, with Busushoku Haki. Yep, that makes sense. Kichi Maezawa, parentheses, tough. So he's not easy, he's tough. He's in his tough form. Versus Garaya Ogata. Why does this art style kind of remind me of Parappa the Rappa, the way it looks like so flat? Girl's not even holding the rod, she's just like, it's resting betwixt her fingers. I don't even know what this is on the top of her head. Is it like a frog? Toho adjacent, she solos. Is she Toho adjacent? She looks like she could be a Toho character. I'm gonna pick her. I think you guys are right, actually. Yeah, no, you're right. I keep forgetting when there's like anime girls that look like they're 5 that have wings, they usually solo. I think that's the new meta right now. The agent from Just in Time or Galactonite? Dark Galactonite. It's gotta be Dark Galactonite, right? Yeah. Dude, come on, it's Dark Galactonite, which apparently could beat Patchy the Pirate. Shocker, but you know what? In my headcanon, Patchy the Pirate still wins. Patchy the Pirate uses the power of his friends to win. He summons SpongeBob, Patrick, Mr. Krabs, Sandy, Squidward, Gary, Larry the Lobster, Fred, the guy who screams my leg that they canonized as like an actual character for some reason. Mrs. Puff. Dude, Solid Snake fucking kills Funshine Bear. No! I should have thought more about this. I didn't know that he would have the Care Bear star. I didn't know he would have the Care Bear stare, okay? I didn't know. I didn't know he would have it, okay? The Care Bear stare. I should have known. I should have known. Kid show power scaling is bullshit. I should have known. I don't know what I don't know why I did that. I should have thought about it more. I just thought Solid Snake would snap his neck. Like I just thought Solid Snake would end him instantly. Like it wouldn't even be fair. But apparently I'm wrong. Xiao Feng versus Yuki Takaya, School Live. So I actually do know a little bit about School Live. And I know that Yuki is just a normal girl. Now I know she's an anime girl, so you might want to put her higher, but she's just a normal girl that hallucinates zombies, I'm pretty sure. So Yuki solos in her delusions, but we're talking about real life. She does not solo in real life. I think that's Xiao Feng. Yeah. Why is it close? Why is this close? This is like a giant lizard freak. And that's just a girl. But okay. Miru from Monster Hunter or Andy Bogard. It's Miru. I don't care how strong... Wow, that's way closer than I actually thought that was gonna be. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try to say this. Jormungandr. So I sound like the Swedish chef from the Muppets. Jormungandr, Jormungandr versus Stinkfly from the original series and Omniverse flashbacks. I think Smite probably wins. Stinkfly, I just don't see winning. Yeah. Stinkfly's like pretty good, but like that's a giant like death worm dragon thing. Dude, that's Jormungandr, the Ragnarok number brain. That's Jormungandr. Oh, Wobbuffet, parentheses, Wobbuffet. Oh, thank God they clarified. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure about that. Versus Guilemon. Guilemon and Black Guilemon. Wobbuffet clears. I'm gonna say Wobbuffet. Wow, wow. Digimon kind of, that was a little bit of a sneak, I gotta say. Like, Digimon usually does really well, but Guilemon is just some dude, I guess. Okay, let's do one more. I have a good feeling about this. So, Kamija Toma, parentheses Dragon Shell, or Great Wachuka from the Godzilla Power Hour. I'm gonna say Great Wachuka. Yeah, let's go. Okay, we're off to a great start. Spider-Man Earth 1610, so OG Spider-Man from Spider-Verse, or King from One Piece. This one's actually really hard. Is this not the Spider-Man that dies at the start of Spider-Verse? That Spider-Man dies? Okay. That does factor into what I'm thinking, because we see this Spider-Man for like 2 seconds and he dies. King, this Spider-Man is weak AF. Yeah, I'm thinking King. Because we see King pull off some pretty crazy... He still loses against Zoro, but like... we see him pull off some pretty crazy shit. Yeah. One Piece moment. That makes sense. Speaking of One Piece moment, Charlotte Cracker from One Piece versus Slender Man from the Slender Man mythos. Slender Man's gotta be super underpowered, right? Slender Man's just a guy. He's just a well-dressed fellow with tentacles. What's he gonna do? Ask Charlotte to find his pages? Because like in every Slender Man story, he's always stalking like some random person. Slender Man never stalks somebody like the Punisher. Depends on canon. I guess that's true. The canon of Slender Man, this just says the Slender Man mythos, and this says One Piece. One Piece is like one solid piece of fiction, but the mythos of Slender Man is kind of like wide and has multiple authors. Slender Man has mind warping abilities. Yeah, but I just don't... He does have some mind powers and stuff, but that's the thing, right? You're saying mind powers and stuff. What is stuff? Collect his pages and you'll be good. Yeah, okay, so realistically, can Charlotte Cracker from One Piece collect Slender Man's pages in time so that Slender Man's mind warping abilities don't fuck up his head permanently? I think that's what we should be asking here. How fast can Charlotte Cracker find the pages? Now, in my opinion, all we know about Charlotte is that he can make armor of like giant crackers, and it's like as hard as steel. It's so hard that Luffy could not punch through it when he first met him. Slender Man, I don't think would attack him via the armor. He would attack him with his mind powers. So I guess it's probably Slender Man in this one. No, it's not. It's not. I should have picked Cracker. I should have picked a fellow Cracker. That's on me. That's on me for doing that. The Elder Gods individually from Mortal Kombat, or Xinjiang. Guys, how crazy is Genshin Impact? I know Honkai Star Rail gets pretty nuts, but can Xinjiang fight an Elder God? Elder Gods can't do shit. Elder Gods are literally useless. I guess I'll pick Xinjiang. Oh, useless! You say use. I gotta stop listening to you guys. You guys are just feeding me false information because you want me to fail. Everybody in chat was saying useless gods. They're gods? Yeah, but they're useless. They're useless, apparently. Fandom agenda is costing us the run. Yep. Fuck you guys. And what about Carissa with shards of Cortana second? Or Chaos. Sailor Chaos. Pretty Soldier Sailor Moon. I'm gonna say Chaos because that sounds cool. The cooler sounding one always wins. Huh. Gliscor versus a T-Rex. Specifically the T-Rex from Mario Bros. So I've seen footage of T-Rexes, well, not actual footage because they're extinct, but I've seen many pieces of content where T-Rexes maul things to death, but I've never seen that in Mario. Wait, this is Gligar. It says Gliscor. Okay, so Gliscor. That's Gligar. It's Gliscor, but Gligar would still win. Yeah, I'm gonna pick Gliscor. I believe in him. I believe in that little fucker. Never mind. I was wrong to place my faith in him. I mean, it is a giant dinosaur. I don't really know what I was thinking there. Faith? Belief? And what's life without a little bit of faith, you know? If I didn't have faith, I'd probably just give up. Stop listening to... okay, I'm not gonna listen to you. Garfield from Garfield the movie or the Bowl clones from Lego Monkey Kid. There's no way, right? There's no way. There's no way Garfield wins this. It's an army of clones. Chat's right. He really is hitting like the fuckboy pose. Dude, he just ate some lasagna and he's about to get pummeled by the Bowl clones. They're tied? No, they're not. Garfield's a fucking cat that talks and eats lasagna. Dude, I could kill Garfield with my bare hands, especially Garfield from the movie. This isn't even like comic Garfield where you could pull some crazy bullshit. I could strangle this cat. Like, I could kill him. I would do it. If a cat talked near me, I'd be fucking scared. I'd kill that shit immediately. That's just a demon. Garfield's a little demon. Well, man, we're getting like bangers back to back. Salty kills cats? Yeah, I do, because they call me the Pussy Slayer. This is a bad joke. This is a bad joke. Garfeldi, thank you for the great input. Anyway, Madman Marks versus Maggie Simpson. Who the hell is Madman Mars? Hold on. Madman Mars. Madman Mars is a movie about a killer, a local legend made flesh who kills a bunch of wimpy teens and their counselors. So he's like a serial killer from like a slasher movie versus Maggie Simpson. It's gotta be Madman Mars. That's a baby. But the thing is, they wouldn't put this here if it wasn't a trick question. Quickly, chat, what are some of Maggie Simpson's feats? What has she done in the show? Maggie has devil powers? Well, I do know that from Treehouse of Horror, but I don't think that's canon. I don't know if she... Do they take non-canon episodes? Maggie has killed people. She killed a monkey. Maggie almost killed and shot Mr. Burns. Yeah, she didn't shoot Mr. Burns on purpose, though. And we don't know if she gets a gun in this scenario. Why are you asking chat? We suck? I'm just asking you what her feats are so I can decide. Toon Force? She shot Mr. Burns. Guys, did you watch the fucking episode? She didn't even mean to shoot Mr. Burns. And also, dude, if I blew on Mr. Burns, he'd fall over and die. Like, that's the joke, is that he's frail as shit. She 100% intentionally shot Mr. Burns. But she doesn't go into this fight with a handgun, even if she did shoot him on purpose. You didn't watch it, she super meant it. She's anti-capitalist? I don't know how that's gonna help with a serial killer. You can't kill me, Jason Voorhees, because I believe in communism. And then he chops my head off. Why Salty smoking a giant blunt? I don't know. Why are you white? Maggie, Luigi, Mangio, Simpson. I'm gonna... Okay. This is really hard. Okay, I'm gonna go eeny... Okay. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by a toe. If he hollers, let him go. My mother said... Think the very much, and you are in red, white, and blue. I choose you. Oh my god, I got borked, dude. That's so bad. It's close, but oh my... Oh. We told you? Listen, this guy is a serial killer with an axe. Of course I'm gonna pick her over the... Of course I'm gonna pick him over the baby. Flip a coin next time? I was doing eeny, meeny, miny, mo. That's basically like a coin with less steps. I don't need a coin. I don't need a coin for eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I can just do it. I don't know either of these. I don't care. Dorina Sarin. Yeah. Who would win? Cute anime girl in a sweater? Demon. Literal fucking demon. It's the anime girl, isn't it? I can't believe it. I did 1C! 1C? That's not even close. 1C? Dude, she solos Luffy. And potentially Goku? Who is this? Beginning of the series? She's not even level this is not her full form? Who are you? Okay, she mogs Patchy like super hard. Goku is at 2A at peak, I think. Oh wow, she kills Goku. She solos the entire verse. Kompa is a nurse, by the way. She's a nurse? I think she could do a lot more damage than she could do healing, but maybe that's just me. But can she solo Garfield? Yeah, no, she can solo Garfield. Did you not see? Garfield is like super underpowered. Kompa's 1C. Kompa could kill an army of Garfields. Sure, why not, man? Who fucking cares? I love this website, man. This shit rules. Anyway, at the end of the day, as we all know, I think what we all need to remember, Patchy the Pirate and Polly the Parrot are both fucking goated, and nothing will ever change that. Da, 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 da. Wait, check Frisk's page. It's great. Yeah, okay, sure. I'll check Frisk's page. Frisk. Frisk is the protagonist of Undertale. Oh, I didn't know that. I'm glad I read the wiki. Dude, what the actual hell? Limited hacking? Dimensional storage? Creation? Limited life manipulation? attack potency, speed, lifting strength, striking strength, durability, stamina, range, multiversal, standard equipment, optional equipment, intelligence, weaknesses. While extremely difficult, sufficient failure can make the user of determination give up. God damn. Well, inconclusive. Toru. Well, here's the thing. Frisk may be very overpowered. At least a low 1C with peak determination. But normally it varies. 9B, Patchy could probably beat the shit out of them. Patchy could strangle this child, and I'd love to see it. Look up Maggie. Yeah, I'm curious. At least 8B, likely 8A. Teleportation, empathetic manipulation, very capable fighter, minor acrobatics, social influencing. Okay, I'm gonna be here all day. I can't keep doing this. Oh my god. Okay. That's it, everybody. That's it for today. I hope that you all enjoyed my funny little stream today. And I hope that we all learned something about how Patchy the Pirate can kill most of your faves with a single blow. I think we really do need to we need to consider Patchy in more discussions of this nature. I think it's also been proven that Patchy can solo most of JJK, if not all. But yeah, when's the next Tomodachi stream? Probably tomorrow. Tomorrow or the next day. It's gonna depend on when I get time, either today or tomorrow, to make new Miis. Because I didn't get any time yesterday because I was working on other stuff. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I would hang out a little bit longer, but I'm tired. I didn't sleep last night. Hope y'all have been enjoying the streams and the new videos. If you haven't yet already, the Rule 30 Fortal video came out today, and I think it came out pretty good. And if you're coming in at the end of the stream, once I end it, the stream will be available as a VOD. So you can just check that out. I really like this website. If you want to check it out yourself, just look up Powerscadle online. It's very easy to find. It's at the top of like every search result. But yeah, I hope you have a good one, everybody. And sorry if I missed any messages. They kind of come by very fast. I'm trying my best. And yeah. Rest in piss, Nuxtaku Avatar. May you never enter a stream again. Rest in piss. Squidward out. Squidward, Squidward, Squidward.